Alright guys, what is up? Back again with another video, and got a comment recently from Richard asking me to do more videos, and well, more than happy to oblige. I've just had some kind of house guests and company, so the house is nice and clean, so I thought now would be a great time to do an MTV Cribs style video of K2's crib. So this is what we're working with currently, and this is the couch with Jackson making himself very comfy. And so over here, this is my living room. And first up, what you guys should realize, I don't know if you're a fan of, I don't think anybody really is a fan of that show, but I hear it a lot, Tiny House USA and that sort of thing. So this house is not very large, and but I've tried to do my best to cram as much, gear in it as possible. So this is my, I don't know, my modern slash retro all-in-one gaming center in my living room. And this table, friend of mine built it for me. I sanded it down and painted it Sega blue. And I've got the XM29, the BVM20 F1, which all of you know plenty about. And stereo wise, I've got two Atlantic Technologies AT1s, I believe. I don't know. They're like the HVAC. That's plumbing and heating. But anyways, they've got some like high pressure pass through something or other. They actually output a lot of bass. And playing some, some of Beethoven's Fifth here. So anyways, got a Bryson 2BLP Pro power amp, little Kenwood CD changer, and a Marantz preamp. I got my Jamination Super Gun, PlayStation 4, Neo Geo home console, Sega Genesis, Xbone, Wii U, Nintendo, and kicked underneath there is a Saturn and a Super Famicom. And I have a fireplace that I never use. And over here, I've got an old newspaper I didn't read, a awesome Sega Saturn arcade stick, and in here I got drawers full of controllers. And down here, DVDs, movies, a lot of modern stuff, and it's just kind of jammed in there. So next up, and this is new. So I bought a big fancy new TV. So this is a Sony XBR 850B. I don't know, you can kind of see it's got a little Bravia marking and an XBR. So I got this kind of wall model on sale. Believe me, it was still expensive, and it will do 4K, but I got it because it's supposed to be excellent in terms of input lag, as good as these displays can be, and actually handles the FrameMeister nicely, even at 720p in Meister mode. It looks insane. I gotta be honest. I mean, obviously not something people buy a fancy brand new 4K TV for. And I'm not trying to upscale my shit to 4K, believe me. But anyways, it will do 720p in FrameMeister mode really nicely. So I got this little bump out that used to be used as like a greenhouse with people that owned it before. And I just kind of made it into PC area, office or whatever. And then over here I got another thing. This is what the robber, he took this curtain and put all my Xbox and stuff in there when he tried to steal from me. Just a lot of shit. And the toolbox at the bottom that gets used a lot. My kitchen, nice and clean. Look, I just had to look at this. You can tell I just had cleaning ladies in my house, because I wouldn't be that organized. So over here I got my table. This lamp fell from the ceiling. It's just kind of hanging there and broke. Jack's leash. I got some Warhammer stuff I'm working on. My Tamiya work stand with magnifying lens, which is kind of cool, kind of dusty. And I don't know if I've ever shown off some of the Warhammer stuff I paint, but I like to do a little bit of Warhammer fantasy painting. So I painted these guys up. These are Empire Halberdiers. Some little cool on the side. Guys, this is like, you know, I'm not fantastic. This shit takes a lot of time. So I'm looking forward to getting into some of this again during the winter. Because, you know, I think there's 40 guys there. And they all come, you know, in pieces, you know, gray plastic. You gotta paint them and shit. Anyways, so that's something else I do. Got my fire extinguisher, because God forbid my house burns down with all these video games. So anyway, so that's my kitchen. Some of Jack's pepperoni in there. It's his little junk food stash. My fucking coffee maker is rock star quality. This is something for cribs, right? Really, really good shit. Let's check out my refrigerator. Kind of standard whole milk and You-Bet chocolate syrup. Oops. I've actually got a bunch of them. See, this stuff is made in Brooklyn, except no substitutes. See, I've got a couple of bottles of it because I don't know if anybody has ever had a chocolate egg cream, but it's like my favorite thing ever. So anyways, put that down there. I've got some Sam Adams Rocktoberfest A&W root beer. I got some Lagunitas brown sugar, Miller Lights, Alexander Keith's, an Angry Orchard for when somebody wants one of those. I got some tins. That one's empty. I had some fancy cheese. Look how tiny this piece of cheese is for $3.80. I haven't opened this. Look at this. That's like a bite of some cheddar. $2.66. It's craziness. Got some leftover green curry. Let's see, I got some Jamaican beef patties. Some ice cream. Some Ruski Standard. Vodka. Vegetables, freeze pops. Alright, that's K2's fridge. So now, for the arcade room, keep in mind, this room is 100 square feet. And I've got 4 candy cabs. These are my carts. This is my discs. All my disc media. That's a lot of Sega Saturn games. See my homemade constructed cardboard propped up with Vita cases, because those are pretty useless. And yeah, so I got my EGM issue 100. This is a Bible. Here's my PC Engine collection, signed by a few notable YouTubers, but I know some people have seen that. but got a lot of good stuff here. Yeah, strong light. Woo! I love paging through this. You know, if I had to choose, really, with Hue cards, just give me the Hue cards, man. I love putting them in these cases and flipping through like this. I think it's an awesome way to kind of pick out a game. I love it. Koryun. I think it's funny that I've got Rock On next to Koryun. One of the best shooters next to probably the worst. I don't know if people watch Nintendo. I love that show. And this guy is playing every Nintendo game, you know, from Donkey Kong to whatever, Crisis Force. And he's got a spin-off show, Cron Turbo, and he just released a new episode. And one of the ones he covered was that game Rock On. And yeah, he didn't have nice things to say about it. I think that's the last page I got there. So anyways, so I got this table, work light, so I can do some painting at. I just recapped a Turbo Duo and a Sega Genesis past couple of weeks. So I've had the soldering iron out. That's a lot of fun, actually. I've been getting into that. Got a couple of boards here. I don't have all my PCBs out, but here's my Death Smiles board. And then this one, not sure which one that is. I think that's probably my Mushi Masama board. And that's that. But yeah, again, so I've got some nice Super CDs here. I've got my legit Drac X. My legit Sylphia, which I bought in New York City, not from Germany. Oh, here's one that's becoming harder to find. Spriggan compile game. It's really good. A lot of fun. Let's see, what's the best game? This is the best game. Winds of Thunder. I'm actually trying to find a Lords of Thunder, a US copy. This is probably, man, it's hard to beat this game. You know, I think this might be the best console-only shoot 'em up ever. Bold statement, but I think that's true. Let me let out Jackson. He wants to go outside. Jack, you want to go outside? Yeah. It's raining out. It looks terrible. Yeah, so anyway, so I just put up all these shelves. I think it looks pretty good. Again, this room, I can barely shoot it. See, I got a bathroom on this side. And over here, I've got my little... I move this chair back and forth, so when people are coming in and playing the arcade machines, I take this chair and I put it in my bedroom. And then I've got stools, kind of all stacked up here. I use it as a footrest for when I'm playing, you know, console games. So at the moment, I've been playing a lot of my US Turbo Duo, which I just recapped, and it's playing really nicely. So I've got my Winds of Thunder game in there. Let's show you what that looks like really quick. And it's only going through. I have it RGB modded also. I did that over the past couple weeks, which was pretty easy with that little RGB board. Not hard to do. But this is just composite because I haven't figured out, you know, I don't think I'm going to bother with doing, you know, an encoder. But with this little 20-inch Trinitron, and not to mention that the Duo puts out a really nice composite image, it looks really nice. Even though you can kind of tell it's a bit muted, it's a bit blurry, but yeah, good stuff. And the CD Mac is working really well. It's just a nice bit of kit. So over here, I've got my JAMA Genesis Sega CD combo. I've got 3DS, whatever, Vita. Got my Japanese 360 stuff. All my Saturn, which I've kind of expanded a little bit. I've bitten the bullet and bought a couple of games recently. Nothing crazy. Like I rebought the Bug games, which I remember I had at one point, but I think I traded in to buy a Dreamcast. And I bought Saturn Bomberman recently. And all that stuff. So cool stuff there. I've got some Nintendo stuff in the corner here, some Super Play DVDs, some Japanese PS2 stuff, some stuff I've got for 3DS, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pocket, some Genesis games, and there's some more boards. I think that's my Bat Rider. And then I have a Sorcerer Striker, an SDB board, and that's all I've got out here. Japanese Cinnabar Red PS2. My panels for those will work on the Blast or the Astro. I've got a couple more, but those I hung up. And CPS2 and CPS Dash games. I've got a stack of PGM motherboards. Only one really works well. A DOJ, my Dreamcast, CDZ, and a Twin Cobra 2 F3 board and motherboard. So yeah, that's my 100 square feet of video game room of doom. So I do plan to make some more videos coming up pretty soon. I'm trying to kind of go through and do a little feature on this here, which is Electronic Gaming Monthly's issue 100. Came out in 1997, and it does something kind of interesting where they worked hard to do the 100 best games from basically when they were, from when the magazine was published to that point, 1997. And it's really interesting because, top 100, top 10 lists are really popular on YouTube now, and they're everywhere. But back then, top 100 video games was kind of, novel idea. And this came out back when the internet was around, but it wasn't really anything like what it is today. Way before YouTube, way before most message boards even. So again, this issue's from November 1997. So wow. So this is the month to do that feature. So I'm gonna try really hard. So they do the 100 to best video games. So I actually have all the video games that they mentioned. So I'll try and do a feature on that coming up. But look forward to that. And yeah, that is the game room, and really my house as it stands today. So, and I've got the candy cabs. The Astros working great. The Neo Candy's working really well. This Blast City is fine. Still, I got to do a couple more things with this one, and that'll be tip top also. But yeah, the arcade machines are a nice thing to have for sure. And I got my G-Mantle banner there, and here's the G-Mantle plush. and his hat is missing. So I gotta find it. It's somewhere behind the Astro City, and I haven't quite pulled apart, 700 pounds worth of arcade machines to find his hat, but I will. So, anyways, so he's holding tight there. But yeah, that is what's up. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you all later. And I'll make another video up here pretty soon. So, oh yeah, and there's more kits behind here. There's just kits. Yep, that's it. So I need to. So I've got this kind of blank spot here, and I'm going over time here, but I want to put my PCBs up here, and then I really want to have some of my Genesis collection out, and it's just in a tub in storage, but I thought maybe having some Genesis games. I don't have any Super Nintendo carts. I only do card only stuff there, but there's a few titles that I'm gonna need for this this issue 100 thing. So I don't know, but kind of less is more sometimes. But I'm definitely trying to max out this spot here. Got some empty wall space there for some posters. Got some wall space there, but yeah. Just a crazy. This room is 9 by 11 feet, so pretty small. But I can put. I've had as many as like 7 people in this room all playing games. Actually, probably more than that. Probably close to 10 people. And that's capacity for sure. That's over capacity. So, alrighty guys, that is all for me. I don't know if anybody saw that there's Mushi Masama for Steam. I just put that on that laptop and it actually works pretty well. So, something to look out for. Let's go through some of these Hue cards again. I love this card game. Devil's Crush is awesome. It's probably one of the top 10 turbo chips. Airzonk, New Adventure Isle there. Blazing Lasers, I've been playing a lot of recently. This game is so good. It's really good. I know everybody's playing Fallout right now. I bought Fallout yesterday. Played for a couple hours. But, and then today, bought it, played it last night, and today I just came back and, I decided not to play Fallout, but I played like 3 hours of Lords of Thunder. Obviously, I think you know which one I would say is the much better game. This is a recent get for me, Dragon's Curse. I just picked up a loose chip on that. My Terra Cresta game is really freaking hard. And the last page of mostly junk. I like the honey on the sky and honey on the road. It's either honey or Hani. I think it's Hani. But those are really bizarre games. And then, Final Lap Twin is pretty good. And honestly, I haven't played much of King of Casino or Andre Panza there. And Keith Courage was okay. But yeah, these are just kind of the ones that don't get so much play. This is the last page of my binder. Okay. You can tell I haven't made a video in a while. But yeah. that is what's up. Let's see, where's a good one? Oh, there's this one, you know. Yeah, I walk my friends in here. They don't know that I've got a pretty awesome video game collection. They could obviously tell, but you know, a lot of this stuff is, you know, pretty much outside of the knowledge of your casual, you know, person that just came home and is playing Fallout 4 right now. Anyways, this video's gone on long enough. I will see you guys very soon and make a video here on the top 100 video games ever. I don't know if you liked my Sega Saturn import collection video. That was, you know, over an hour long. It's probably going to be close to that. It's going to take some time because I thought I'd just go through them all, and you know, if I've got them on hand, just give them some camera time. Alright guys, that is enough for me. We'll go out with some Lords of Thunder intro video.